Hi, this is the Spirit Warrior here. At the start of the year, I did a reading for the planet, which focused on what we could do to heal the planet and move past all the turmoil, death, hate, destruction that was going on the planet. I'm afraid to say I'm still dispirited. Things have seemed to got worse, not better, and so I feel moved now to do another reading. I was a 60s child and I remember the hippie generation, the focus on love and peace. And I feel as though love and peace have gone out of fashion and it's all about divide, conquer, take what you want, and it's all about the individual. We've forgotten how to commune with others, to share, to promote love and prize peace as a major thing for the planet, that peace makes the world a better place and an easier place to live. So here we go. We're doing a reading and asking the universe how we can move towards love and peace on the planet Earth. The first row here is the current situation, and we have the Page of Wands. Then we have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Star card. In the challenges, we have cards flying everywhere. In the challenges we have the World card. The Ten of Cups. And the Five of Swords. The third column is the opportunities for planet Earth. How can we make this place a better place to live for everybody? I think we're all entitled to great lives and helping others as well as ourselves. So we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. The last column is the outcome. And none of these cards are what I was expecting, but there you go. We have the Sun card, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. For the current energy of the planet, we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Star card. So the Page of Wands is a card of new beginning and fiery inspiration of the Wands. He's ready to set out into the desert to find new things, to find new opportunities. And maybe this is what the universe is saying we need to do on the planet, that we need to search for new beginnings and move past the ways of the past. The Knight of Cups is known as the Knight of Shining Armour. And boy, does the planet need a knight in shining armour. We need a bit of saving. We need a bit of love. And the Knight of Cups can say it's time to follow your heart. And certainly I would say that we've been following our head. It's all about calculation. How can I get more for me? What's in it for me? How can I get there? Regardless of the means, regardless of the ways. And the Star card is a card of hope. It is our dreams and wishes. So I think the universe is saying there is much hope, that we need to follow the guiding star, that there is a path to peace and love, and that we need to stay positive and optimistic and believe that we can move the planet in this direction, a planet where there's respect for others, there's not division, there's not war, there's not killing. It's not about conquering and taking what we want, rather than finding a path of negotiation, a common path, a path where we can both prosper. And that really is what we want in the planet. We want a win-win outcome for everybody, not I win and you lose. So let's clarify these cards and see where we go from here. So the Page of Wands is clarified by the Moon card. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the Death card. And the Star card is clarified by the Ace of Cups. So the Moon card shows that humanity is stuck in the murkiness of the pond. There's a lot of negativity swirling around in our subconscious, and it's time to emerge from the pond like the lobster and take the path through the green grass to better times. Certainly I think the planet has been stuck in the murkiness of the pond for far too long, and it's time to embrace the sunshine. With the Sun card over here, it is time to embrace the sunshine and the light of the Sun card. The Death card is saying that there is something that is dead and it's no longer service, and it's time for new beginnings. And certainly I feel that way. I feel as though the way we've been doing things on this planet have served their purpose. We live in an amazing prosperity and abundance. There's only so far this can take us. And so it's time for new beginnings, and that new beginnings is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about your cup being filled with love, joy and happiness. And certainly the Star card is guiding us in this path to value love of self, to value love of others, to share love, to give love, encourage love. Because I know it sounds kind of schmaltzy, but love certainly is the answer. If you think that you can solve problems through battle and killing people, then you're sorely wrong. If you look at the misery that those things bring, it just perpetuates through time. It doesn't heal anything. Death and destruction begets more death and destruction. And as John Lennon said, it's time to give peace a chance. And I truly believe this. It's time to change the paradigm of life away from the materialism and the narcissism and the sociopathy that we've been living through. And it's time to embrace love, joy and happiness, because this will guarantee a happier life for everybody on the planet. In the challenges to create love and peace, we have the World card, the Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords. So it is clear with the Five of Swords, it is time to move past conquest and the conquered. The game of winner takes all is a nil-sum game. In the end, nobody really wins. There are too many people having to walk away from the destruction of their homes and their lives. And it's time to move towards love, joy and happiness. And the universe agrees with me. Here is the Ten of Cups, and of course that is the happy ever after story. And it is time to fill our hearts with love, joy and happiness. The World card is saying that it is the end of the cycle. And I think the world is hoping for better times. It is time for a new path, a new way, and it's time to live happily ever after. The World card is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords. And the Five of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So there's four cards of ending a cycle here. So of course there's the World card. The Ten of Cups is the end of a cycle. It's the ultimate end, good times, happiness, joy, love. But of course the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands are the end of a cycle here as well. So the Ten of Wands is a card of burden. Life has been difficult. It's felt tough. There's little joy in the harvest. So you can take this as a metaphor for materialism. We've harvested much materialism, many chattels. We've accumulated many things. We all have amazing phones and we have all the latest gadgets, the latest clothes. And rather than feeling joy and happiness, it feels like a burden. We're still struggling. We still don't have the happiness that we thought that these things would bring us. And the Ten of Swords is something that being dead, buried and over with. We have two cards of ending here. So we have the Death card and the Ten of Swords, and the universe is saying It's time to end this path. It's time to move past winner take all, and it's time to move towards love, joy, and happiness. And the Page of Pentacles is the promise of new beginnings. It says there is a message on the way, and let's hope the message is love and peace will conquer death and destruction. I hope so. I know I'm an idealist, and many people will say I'm living in a fantasy world. But if you're going to dream, you may as well dream big. And this is a big dream I have for the planet, that there should be love, joy, and happiness, and that we should move away from hate, death, and conquest. In the opportunities for love and peace on the planet, we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, and I truly think the planet is wounded. It's been through a lot. We've extracted its resources. We've polluted its seas and skies. We've taken everything we want, and poor old Earth is feeling really battered, but she's hanging in there. She is persisting, and she will support us forward. But now our attitude needs to change, and maybe we need to move towards harmony and peace, and move past the embattlement that Earth is feeling right now. The Knight of Swords is a card of movements. So the Knight of Swords is telling us it's time to get moving. There's no time to spare. It is time to take action, and action will bring us clarity of mind and purpose as we change the paradigm of planet Earth. The Ace of Wands is a card of new beginnings. You can see there's much new growth, and this card provides us with fiery inspiration and enthusiasm, and we're ready for action. So it is clear from the universe that the planet has been feeling battled, but it's time for action, and it's time to embrace new beginnings. It's time for change, and the time is now. The Nine of Wands is clarified by the Three of Cups. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups. And the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Hangman. The Four of Cups is a card where we're reviewing the situation on the planet. We're focused on this Three Cups of what has happened in the past and the situation that we're currently experiencing. But clearly we're not happy with the way things have gone. Although we felt like we're making progress and we're living at the highest standard ever, it's still not bringing us the joy and happiness that we thought that it might. And so now it's time to move our focus to the hand of God as it shows us the new cup of opportunity, the cup of love, the cup of change, the cup of doing things differently. And the Hangman is a card of new perspective. So the universe is saying we need to hang from the tree of life and see the planet and the way we live from a new perspective. Because at the moment, if we look forward into the next row, there is the Eight of Swords, and she is bound and blindfolded, and she can't see a path through the swords. And so it is time to release the blindfolds and the bindings of the Eight of Swords and embrace the new perspective that is being offered by the Hangman. And the Three of Cups is a card of getting together with others, a card of union, a card of gathering people around you, and it's a card of celebration. So if we bring people around us and we share the love that is in the cup, there is a new path, and it will be a happy path, and indeed it will be a time for celebration. In the outcome for love and peace on planet Earth, we have the Sun card, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So indeed, the Three of Swords says there is much pain and anguish. The three swords are thrust through the heart of the planet, and there's pain, there's horror, there's death, there is all the worst things that man can perpetrate on others. It's time to pull the swords out of the heart, and it's time to move towards love. And the Eight of Swords, as we previously said, is saying that we need to release the binding so we can see the new path. And the new path is the Sun card, which is, of course, the happiest and joyful card in the deck. So, I think there's a choice here for us. If we maintain the blindfold and the bindings, we will be stuck in the Three of Swords energy. I think I speak for many. We've had enough of the pain and anguish and the horror that it brings to the planet. If we release ourselves from these bindings, there is the promise of the Sun card, which is the warmth of love, joy, happiness, and an amazing opportunity and path for the future. I think it's time to release the bindings, and I think it's time to choose the Sun card. The Sun card is clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Strength card. And the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of review. He's looking at the harvest. He's wondering if it was worth all the effort. Is this what he really wanted? Is there a better way of doing things? Would I do it this way next time? What should I do now? These are all the questions that we should ask on the planet. Is there a better path? Of course there is. How should we find and traverse this path? How do we get people to move with us on this path? These are all important questions. And the Strength card is saying that to move past the pain and anguish of the Three of Swords, it will take our inner strength. It will take all our powers of concentration and dedication to remove the swords from the planet's heart and take steps towards a more joyful, loving and peaceful planet. The Ace of Swords is a card of victory. So combined with the Sun card, it is foreboding of a great new future. But I think it's a future we need to choose. Are we choosing the Three of Swords or are we choosing the Sun card? And of course, the Ace of Swords is a card of improving clarity. We can see the path. We can use the power of the mighty sword to cut away all the damage that has been done on this planet. And it's time to clear a path like a swathe, to find a new path towards the love, joy and happiness of the Sun card, because this is what I think we truly all deserve. I know this is really deep, and some people may think it's a fantasy, but if you don't dream big, you don't get big. And I think we need a big dream on this planet right now. I think there are forces on this planet that are dragging us down a path that I think is perilous for the planet. I think it's time to take a new perspective with the Hangman, to follow the guiding star and embrace the love, joy and happiness of the Ace of Cups, and get together with people with the Three of Cups. Join together, share love, find a new path, and embrace the love, joy and happiness of the Sun card. I'd love you to share this video. I'd love you to tell people about it. I'd love you to give me a like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear your comments. And I send you and the planet much love, joy and happiness. This is the Spirit Warrior signing out. Ciao.